So I've been just staring at them for like a past 30 seconds or so. They seem pretty pissed off at each other, huh? I can see them already, throwing their slaps in the real life. But let's go on with the story. Whew. Rebecca was already on her feet when I spotted him in almost a deserted area of the pub. I'm willing to bet my entire life savings that people are staying away because of the brewing storm. Rebecca can have quite a mood when she's crossed. I can't speak for Isabella. I really ever see her in seething, but from what I heard, it can be very unpleasant. The way she's glaring up at the redhead from her seat, regardless how much other woman towers over her right now, already says everything. Empty plates have been left neatly piled on the one corner of the table they occupy. A conversation that turns sour sometimes after late lunch then. Good thing they already had done nothing left to be spilled. Because the next moment, before I can approach to intervene, Rebecca slamming her palm on the table. It sends the silverware clicking sharply against the surface. Isabella clenches momentarily, we both do, though she shows no indication of surrendering in the face of Rebecca's temper. Everything escalates from there.
You've already gotten us in enough trouble because of this let a ghost everything.
You blame me again?
And you can't expect everyone to fix your mess.
You keep on putting the blame on me, but you're the one who didn't listen. All of you.
Oh shit.
If you just listened in the first place, maybe this wouldn't have happened.
That's it, I'm out of here. You guys can go fight, I'm just gonna skip you. Nah, let's listen.
But you're too busy acting like you know what's best for everyone, when in fact you're the one who's being selfish.
I'm the one who's selfish. Yet you're still going to do what you want anyway, even if the people around you are already beside themselves with worry.
Look cool.
This is how you've always acted since we met, and I'm tired of it. Sometimes I wish you never even came here, because all you've given us is a headache.
Oh, that's just uncalled for.
You know why I had to come here. My dad.
Your dad has nothing to do with this.
Hey, I don't like Becca now.
It has always been you and your whiny, careless self that has always been the problem.
Maybe I should have stepped in earlier. Maybe I should have said something the moment Becca slammed the fly on the table, her hand on the table, or a second to enter the area. Either way, it's too late to act. Harsh word has already been hurled between the two. Words cutting than any blade, each and every one of digging a wound too deep in the person they've been aiming at. For a long time, Isabella sitting in silence, while Rebecca standing unmoving, armor crossed and breathing heavy. Despite the lack of words between them, they're both vibrating with anger, refusing to meet the other's eyes. Ever so slowly, the atmosphere in the room turns thicker and smothering. A stranger no one in the immediate vicinity, including me, dares to break, until the one at the center does so. Rebecca definitely won't. At some point in our friendship, she has grown to become a woman firm with her opinions. She is never going back down from this. Not when she knows she has a point. Isabella, on the other hand, there has always been a certain stubbornness in her, as frustrating as it is to see sometimes. It's what has gotten her through life hardships. Perhaps even the only thing that has, when you have nothing else. People tend to cling to what they have to have within themselves instead. But she knows when to withdraw. When the struggle turns useless, a kind of awareness almost second nature to her. When enough is enough, Isabella abruptly stands and marches towards the exit, in fast, rigid steps, away from the herd and painful words they have left fly earlier. She bumps into me in haste, the impact nearly knocks her off her feet. Instant kicks in the last moment, I reach out for her, grabbing her non-standing grip. Oh shit! No, I didn't go to grab you! Surprising flint across her eyes and expression mirrored by Rebecca behind her. Neither of them have noticed me. Oh no! No! the relationship love I've built up so much with. Time to decide if I want to go with Rebecca or Isabella. Damn it. What do you guys think? I hate being like this, alright? I don't want to do it. Damn it. I'm gonna go with my first gut. I'm gonna take Isabella's side just because her dad died. Shit.
You okay?
Oh no! That dropped by a whole lot. Like, too much in fact. Holy crap! Wait, I want to see how much would it drop if I do Rebecca.
You okay?
Oh my god! Rebecca goes all the way high. I guess that's actually that's the turning point between me and Rebecca. Damn it, this woman. I guess they had to make me choose one or the other. Damn it! I hate you guys. I hate you both, really. I do. I can't. I had to go with Isabella. That's just because a big factor with, I guess I got a feeling for Isabella with the father died. Oh god.
You okay?
Right then, yes, sir. Once her shock subdued, she merely averted her gaze and hastily wiped her tears off her cheeks, like she only noticed them in a moment. Then, without another word, even meeting my eyes again, she gently brushes away my hands and runs off, leaving an awkward hush in her wake. Rebecca soon slumped on her chair and Isabella just leapt, gingerly reaching out to press the bridge of her nose and breathing out the rag exhale. Our argument like this has always been drained on her patience and energy, usually more than her rowdy students do, despite being no stranger to it. It's no excuse for her to say those things, though, and my disapproval must be clear beyond my face. When she finally glanced back at me, her exhaustion immediately shifts back to annoyance. Her mouth curled down to a tight frown. I crossed my arm in response, waiting a reaction verging on distinctive in the face of her irritation. Regardless of my opinion about this, I don't say anything, not until she's the one willing to talk. Another minute passes while we stared each other down, but eventually she breathes out again and relaxes her rigid posture.
What do you want, Ash? If you have something to say, just tell me, or I'm going back upstairs.
Did you really have to say it like that?
Well, how do you want me to answer her? Do you want me to just let her go there and do what she wants? I know you won't be too happy if I did that.
That's a low blow, Rebecca. Even for you. We all know she wasn't even planning on staying here this long. There was no need to bring it up if all you wanted to do was stop her.
Did you even see how she's acting? She's not a child anymore. Even my students can do better.
Becca, she'll listen if you'll just ask her properly. I know you mean well and you do have a point, but please be a little more thoughtful next time. Go think about it for a while.
By some miracle, the discussion ends right there. Rebecca elects to stay silent, or at least is how it seems when a minute or two passes and she says nothing. A rare occurrence when she almost always has something on her mind. Only an uneasy atmosphere hangs in the air when I finally decide to remove myself from the room. She doesn't stop me. Instead, something inexplicable flickered momentarily in her eyes, one that quickly disappeared until a vague notion of it remains a memory. But in that one exchange, I caught a short, clear glimpse of what has shifted, of what's inevitable. So much has changed throughout the years. We'll never be the same person who once were. No. And if it's for the better, we've yet to know. A lull has descended in the main lounge once I return. G is nowhere to be seen. People continue to trickle out in it instead of in. And by the time I get back, only 2 tables remain occupied. Soon these people too will be gone, and the whole place will be devoid of anyone. Frankly, its current state already lends the place an entirely different vibe. Along with the soothing strum of strings and the steady beat of drums playing overhead, there's a claiming sense to this. A far cry from the times I've been here before. And perhaps it's for this reason why Isabella has chosen this place to retreat. She sits quietly in the furthest corner of the room, and one of the tables set right beside the windows. G usually keeps the curtain closed around this hour, but a small portion of it has been pulled back, revealing the busy street outside. The late afternoon light spills right through it, outlining her small form pulling on the surface of the table, where both her arms rest. In her hand, she floats a piece of folded paper, turning from one side to the other without any purpose. The letter. A small frown creases on her forehead when she stares at it, yet there's something oddly triangle in the picture she has unknowingly painted. Something I can't bring myself to disturb, yet only for a few seconds. It's one of those moments again, the rare ones, the one where she's still, too quiet, a complete opposite of her usual self, but these that often leaves a mark. Not her cheery disposition or her lively attitude, but these short few seconds of wordless silence when the softest sign and the slightest movement sing louder. The smallest minuscule things that tell you about the person and her strength more than any words can express. It's these carve a vivid memory, no matter how brief it lasts. She glares at me, annoyed, and just like that, Alvin melts away. Gone is the stillness, replaced quickly by the teasing and friendly jibs. Back again to what we used to. What's easy, what's familiar, where every truth we hope to convey regrettably goes unsaid between us.
You're going to destroy an important piece of evidence if you keep doing that, Belle.
But she's far from angry. A bit upset, maybe? Who wouldn't be? While I do agree with Rebecca, her words still hit below the belt. Regardless, Isabella doesn't seem like she'll start shelling at me. At least compared to every other person I've aggravated, intentionally or otherwise. Some light talk may just do the trick and coax her out of this mood.
Come on. If you keep staring at the table like that, you're going to bore a hole on it. I really don't want to OG a new table. He'll pick the most expensive one and leave me begging on the streets.
She levels a quick glance at me, her expression dry and passive enough to drain every color out of the room. It's as if I've told her a terrible joke and she's expecting there will be more of it. Really now? She needs to give me more credit than that. My jokes are funny when I want it to be.
I really don't care. I'd even take pictures and post them online. Go away, Ash. I don't want to talk right now.
Yet it sounds half-heartedly at best, like what's happening has already sapped every bit of energy in her, and all that's left are words. Pretty soon, those two will lose their meaning and leave a hollow shell in their wake. It's already unusual to see her like this. Everything has already gone to shit. I like at least this one thing to stay normal. So somehow we manage. We continue for the better half of the hour, talking, joking with her short, feeble responses and banter that never goes anywhere. But it's enough. In the grand scheme of things, amidst the chaos and the death shadowing over us, it's these little consequential moments that matter. It's her smile, her laughter, when it finally rings, easy and free of her burdens.
Okay, I have another one.
I don't want to hear it, Ashton. Go away.
No, really, listen. I know someone who talks like an owl.
Will you leave me alone if I bite and ask who?
I pause, and then she frowns. The realization slowly dawns on her. Confusion flashes fleeting across her face before eventually settling on the grimace.
Oh.
Suddenly, she hugs her arm close to herself and looks away, perhaps in her best attempt to stay angry. To no avail. In a matter of seconds, her shoulders shake with laughter she's been trying to contain.
You're awful, and I really hate you. Just leave.
It's contagious, her mirth. Soon, I'm joining her in it, briefly forgetting every problem that has been piled up and continues to weigh down on us, laughing without reservation or care until only a familiar warmth lingers, once both our amusement ebbs away. Somehow, with her, these things had always come easy.
Feeling better?
A little. You're still lame.
But you're laughing right now.
Only because your humor is terrible.
Right. Keep telling yourself that. I know it's funny. And you know what? If you've kept frowning like that, your face might have cracked. That would have been really messy and ugly.
If glares can kill, with the one she sends my way, I'll probably be dead by now. Seeing it directly my way, it only takes a few quick seconds for me to realize how she might have also taken my statement. How wrong and rude it might have sounded in her ears, however unintentional it is. I have never been good with words, but that's never an acceptable excuse, isn't it? Suddenly, taking the brunt of her anger seems less complicated than correcting or explaining myself. Nevertheless, I try.
What? Crap. Damn it, that was so not what I meant. I was just saying you look better when you're smiling.
What? I can't even say that word. Her glare doesn't even wane. In fact, I think it intensifies, like the brewing storm. In the face of it, under the sharpness of her stare and her annoyance, I do what any person with a good sense of self-preservation does. Keep my mouth shut and shift my attention elsewhere. The crowd outside looks very interesting today. Maybe I should.
Thanks, Ash.
She utters out of it in a voice too small, too quiet. But when I turn to her, only those words, her gratitude, resonate throughout the whole room. Not the soft clicking of silverware somewhere, nor the last stain of music fading into the silence above us. Instead, it's the meaning behind her gaze as she holds mine that lingers, steadily unflinching and open. In the same way she looked at me all those years ago, with bright eyes and an expression softening to a tender smile. I didn't understand then how easy it was for her to wear her heart on her sleeve, how she never shies away from expressing herself, even among people she barely knows. How she can go through everything without losing herself. Now it's almost the hundreds, the thousands that hang unspoken between us. Trivial little things were still too big to put into words. Either because it's too early or because there's never really a proper time. For now, though, this will do. Until the moment itself dwindles, until reality pulls us back in, reminding us the things we set aside for its favorite.
Isabella, about what happened with Rebecca earlier.
I should probably apologize to Becca. I know she only means well. And I said some really bad things.
The corner of her mouth quirks up, almost as if she's too ashamed of the things she said.
Don't worry, she can be pretty stubborn, but she'll listen. Especially to you.
You think?
You're one of the few people she likes. She won't stay angry for long, I can vouch for it.
She has a point though. Isabella freezes. In an instant, the pleasant air around us dissipates. She shifts her attention back to her hands again, both clenched so tightly that her knuckle visibly pale.
I know, Ash. I just thought we'd find something in there. That if I go back, we'll get the answers we need. I found the letter there, so maybe, right?
It's not that I don't agree with her. Hell, I've been considering the same thing. It's the only lead we have after all. But Rebecca also has a point I'll always agree with. No matter how desperate I am, it's not going to be a simple walk in the park. Who knows what we might find in there? If she comes with me, I won't be able to guarantee her safety. She'd be even greater danger. Hence, alone, exactly as I have told Zach. If there's a need to go back to the cursed place, I'm doing it on my own. Whether or not the rest of them agree with this plan is consequential. The well-being is my top priority. I'm not just about to drag them into there with me. So I tell her as much, despite the determination and desperation in her eyes. Great. I'm running out of safe spots. Alright.
I can't let you do that, Belle.
Oh my god. I think I'm going to Isabella now.
Ash, the people living in that place now. They were with me during the open house. They have to know. They're in as much trouble as we are.
I know, but it's risky. It's dangerous. We don't know what you might find in there. Or if you'll even find anything.
What if you see her again? What if she goes after you? What are you going to do?
For all we know, it might be a dead end. It's not worth it. To put yourself in harm's way like that.
She offers no response, not even a form of resistance. No further argument like I've come to expect from her. Uncharacteristic. Just a silence that stretches far too thin, till the air in the whole room grows heavy. In front of her, her hands still stay curled up, like holding on to everything she wishes to say but can't. I like to think that, yes, to some extent, she understands. Even if she does not entirely agree with me, the dilemma is clear in her. Otherwise, her scowl won't leave a deeper set to it. Her lips won't be pressed against a thin line, or her hands will no longer be balled into fists. She would have pushed that argument. If she doesn't, and I know she has no lack of things to say. Instead, she simply offers a nod. Acquaintance. In a moment of boldness, perhaps insolence, I reach out for her, taking her clenched fists in mine and draw them close to me. She sucks in breath, soft and sharp, but doesn't say anything, merely watching as both of my hands cradle hers. Cautious, mindful, as if it's the most precious thing I have held. Yeah, I'm definitely going down the Isabella path. That's fine though. Then again, maybe it is, along with everything I have yet to convey.
Stop that.
Surprisingly, although the gesture has startled her, she yields, allowing touch that's far too familiar and more than what I'm willing to give most.
You're going to hurt yourself if you keep doing that.
Gently, I'll unfurl her fingers, flatten out each digit against my palm. Her nail have already created a small dent on her skin, from how tightly she has held it close. A little more and she would have drawn blood. Deep as it is, smelting a thumb over a tiny mark does nothing. But a small gesture would both find comfort in the midst of this chaos, and all at once the tension lifts. Her expression softens, and the lines of her shoulder ease, and it's only after her lips curled up in a faint smile that I let go, giving her hands one last squeeze before returning to her. Part of me wants to tell her, admit that's exactly what I'm planning tonight. What good would it do though? I've already told Zach one person's enough. Hell, simply letting someone on the plane makes me iffy. Broadening that circle and revealing too much would just cause another pointless concern. But someone has to be aware, at least for where I'm heading off to in case things don't pan out. Expect the worst. If I'm only intending to do a quick survey of the place. In my own words, risky. It's best I simply leave it as is for now. Isabella doesn't need to be burdened with every worry of my entire scheme of details. I stand up as soon as the footsteps shuffle from the next room. It's concave, slow, and hesitant. Shortly, Rebecca comes into view, clutching her hands firmly in front of her and sporting the same uncertainty in her face. She casts me a cursory look, and then shifts a nervous one to Isabella, who studied her with a most hopeful gleam in her eyes. The fight never did last long.
Belle, can we talk? Alone?
Her interruption could not have come sooner. I'm all more glad for it. Whatever kind of friendship I share with the two, this remains something for the two of them, much like my own with Zach. I'm an outsider. They don't need me here. It's all the reason I need. Murmuring excuse and flash Isabella a quick, knowing smile. I beat a hastily exit out of the main launch and leave them to mend things on their own. Whew! Before Isabella can say what she's been mulling over, before the last imploring glance that she directed my way forced me to change my mind. It's another lasting image that firmly etches itself in my memory, one that spurs the conscious, among the other things. I just hope I won't regret what I chose for myself tonight. Gallery Shaw's Monday night crowd, although small and barely occupies a quarter of the whole pub, provides ample enough cover for anyone who wishes to leave the place unnoticed. Just exactly what I need tonight. With the lively music and chatter, slipping out most unseen becomes a piece of cake. Without much trouble, soon enough, I find myself standing outside, under the chilly Luxmore night. A gust of wind picks up shortly after I step out, carrying the telltale smell of the impending rain. What did I say? I'll give it about is that a typo? I'll give it about an hour or two before it starts. From the looks of it, tonight will be another downpour, maybe even stronger than the one we had this morning. On instinct, I hunched further into my jacket, hugging its thick material close to my body while I weave my way through the lines of empty cars in the parking lot. The leather crinkles in my pocket with each step I take, though I pay no mind as I hurry towards my car. I nicked down minutes ago from Isabella's belongings. On my way out, if this is all connected, I need this damn piece of paper with me. However, ridiculous as it sounds, I'm quite sure it won't be missed either. But I can't waste the time here and wait for her to find out, can I? 4 hours is all I'm giving myself to get this done. 3 if I'm inclined to go by the rule Zeman said. But when have I ever? Regardless how generous that is, each second is just as important as the next. So I hurry one step over another, echoing as I made a beeline for my car. But as with every plan, problems pop by the last second. It's practically a universal rule. And it does, in the form of a lone figure waiting for me next to my car. Okay. Rebecca turns just as I near. The corners of her mouth twitching up in a worried smile. She offers no greeting except for the slight tilt of her head. Even if my pace slows down, I look at her without a voice question in my eyes. She remains wordless, merely throwing her head back and shifting her attention up to the starless sky. When I come out to stand next beside her, another gust of wind blows as she breathes out a sigh, worry thick with something close to resignation. The breeze carries out of it away, while she hugs her hands close to herself to keep warm, which raises the question why she's out here. The air already heavy with the promise of rain. With a cloud obscuring the view, there's really nothing to look but a dark blanket of nothingness. Still, she stands here as she's intentionally waiting for everything to fall. That, or she's here for some other reason. But before I can voice a single word, express a disapproval of any kind, she raised her halting hand at me, sharply cutting out the rest of my question.
I'm not here to stop you, wherever it is you're planning to go off tonight. I won't be able to anyway. You look like you've already made up your mind.
Go back inside. It's going to rain soon. It'll probably be even heavier than the downpour we had this morning. You wouldn't want to be caught in it.
I will, in a moment. I just want to stay out here a bit for some air, away from the noise inside. Everything's been so chaotic these days. This little break is nice, even if it means standing in the middle of a parking lot, of all places. Getting out of this mess would definitely be better, but hey, you take what you can get, right?
It'll be over soon.
The confidence in my own words surprised even me. How do I know? Why am I so sure? When in truth, what I'm about to do is a last-ditch effort. If this fails, I don't find anything. We're all back to square one. It's the last lead I have. After this, we have nothing else to go off from. Regardless, it seems to amuse her, and her laughter sounds above the murmur of the distant traffic and the light drifting sweeping around us.
How I wish. I'll be content as long as she stops showing up in my mind whenever I close my eyes.
I think that may take some time. The brain doesn't easily forget trauma.
I can try. But, you know, it also did a lot to us.
Tell me about it. The back of my head's still smarting from my fall last night.
Not that kind. I'm talking about us. As people.
Okay, is she gonna confess?
I hate to admit it, but this whole deal with the ghost, with the curse, it also brought out an ugly side to us. To all of us. And it made me realize plenty of things. About myself. About us.
Oh crap. Eat a sandwich or something. Rebecca trails off, suddenly a pensive expression spray across her face. I have seen it countless of time before, and every time I see it on her face, it's usually followed by a memory, a silly story, even something your parents have said from childhood. Unlike me, who much rather forget, she remembers each of them so easily. And after a short bout of silence, when she smiles, I know this is one of those times again.
Do you remember that one time back in secondary?
Which one? We did a lot of dumb things back then. Well, I did, but you get the point.
Mandy.
I thought you still don't like her. Don't tell me you've kept in contact with her. Are you guys friends now or something?
Oh no. We do see each other sometimes. On the way to work or when I go out for lunch, but it's nothing like that. We're not friends. Not in this lifetime. I don't think so. I don't think we'll ever get along, but if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't even be friends, yeah? You stood up for me that day. And from then on, things have changed.
She makes it sound I'm some sort of hero. Mandy was in the wrong, of course. I'll defend her. If no one's going to stand up for her, who else will? Chances are it would escalate to, and who knows, maybe she would have stopped going to school or transferred. Any decent human being with an ounce of sense should know better. I acted because I know what I'm doing is right. It's what's right. It's simple as that. Yet she smiled as it's worth more than that. A fondness that goes beyond nostalgia.
I guess what I'm trying to get at is, this time I don't want this to go unsaid. You know, just in case something happens. Ash, I've always been in love with you.
Alright, let's see what our choices. She said it so plainly, holding my gaze in a voice too frank, and her admission stunned me into silence, like the wind suddenly been knocked out of me in one foul swoop. No words will form, not even a single coherent thought at the meaning of her words bear down on me. Nevertheless, she continues, desperate to express everything she has kept herself for all these years. This is what the fondness is. Why, for her, it weighs heavier than any feeling of nostalgia can carry.
Since that time in secondary?
Wow! Damn, girl.
Since I made that promise to never leave.
Oh no, I feel sorry. Probably the greatest week to me is like, if I see a kid cry or like girls crying in front of me, I don't have no clue like what to do. All I do is want to make things better. That's how, like, I don't know, alright?
I've always truly loved you.
Afterwards, there's relief. A weight suddenly being lifted from her shoulders after so long. She closed her eyes and lets out her breath. When she looks back to me though, there's nothing but hope in them. I start searching for an answer. Facing the sincerity behind her words, I find myself grasping, scrabbling for the words. Oh no, did you guys hear the music? I'm gonna check. I probably know where this is going now. It's like a sad thing. He has to reject her. Maybe I would come over here, maybe? Okay, cool. There isn't even a choice. Ah, great. I'm sorry. I can't give her the same fashion she's asking from me. There it is. We might have spent so many years alongside each other. Hell, we practically grew up together. But that never automatically means I'll hold to her feelings and goes beyond the boundary of friendship. I do appreciate her presence in my life. I'm more than glad she has stuck with me even the toughest moments, even when she finds out me difficult, aggravating. However, it's all really there is to it. She's a close, important friend to me, but nothing more. Oh, the friend zone. I put Rebecca in the friend zone. I don't know. Should I go back for Rebecca? Damn it.
Rebecca, I
draw her breath, wrecked, unsure, uncertain how or which words to put together, so it will hurt less. So the wounds they might leave won't be as deep or scar. At the end, I can only utter an apology. No, don't do it. I can't watch this.
I'm really sorry, Rebecca.
Stark refusal. Damn it. I'm a big pussy around these things. I just know I am. Oh shit, there's a string of things happening now.
I'm glad, I'm happy you feel that way, but I can't. I can't. There's already someone that I'm in love with. Someone else.
It takes all my willpower to force myself to even look at her. For sure, they'll be hurt. Maybe she'll be even angry, but I don't hold it against her. But when our eyes meet again, a smile is on her face, kinder than every single one I've seen from her so far. It's nice to see it in her, but it suits her more than the glare or frowns. At the same time, it only serves to baffle me.
It's alright. I already knew. Kind of.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah, but I should.
Don't beat yourself up over this. It's not your fault. I'm the one who should apologize. Since I suddenly sprung this up on you when you have other things to do, I just thought I should let you know.
Wait, is Rebecca gonna die?
And now that you've given me an answer, I guess I can finally let this whole thing go, huh? One question though. Are you going to tell her?
Tell what to who?
I paused, frowning a brief moment of doubt while I tried to figure out what she's talking about all of a sudden. When it finally sinks in, though, my bewilderment hastily gives way to utter embarrassment.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit! Ashton! Oh, shit! Heat oblivion crawls on my face, no matter how my efforts to keep it down. In the end, I can only look away from her, afraid of what else she will see in it.
Did you really think no one would notice?
Was it that obvious?
It was surprisingly easy to tell, but that was probably because I've known you longer than anyone.
Fuck, who else knows?
I think Zach suspects.
Shit.
You're embarrassingly lame when you're trying too hard. It's almost painful to watch. Don't worry. With your terrible way of flirting and knowing her, I'm quite sure Belle has no idea, even now. Not even a clue.
Harsh, Rebecca. Really harsh. I could use a vote of confidence, you know.
She laughs loud, the kind of free of any burn, ringing above the wind, slowly picking up the storm as cloud approaches. With it, however, the awkwardness lives to your lips at last. There's only the camaraderie. I think this camaraderie we've been sharing since meeting in the classroom 17 years ago.
I'm serious though. Tell her. And if you ever make her cry, I'll hit you with every damn history book I have on my shelf. Clear?
Noted, ma'am.
Anyway, thanks for hearing me out.
Whew.
I won't keep you long. I know you have things to do. Just promise me you'll be careful, alright?
Okay. She doesn't wait for the answer. Instead, she gives me a push. The force only heavy enough to throw me off balance. Caught unaware by the gesture for a few moments, I fight for purchase against my car's trunk. I brace my hand on a smooth surface. When I look up, with a string of reprimands ready at the tip of my tongue, Rebecca's already halfway through the parking lot. There's a small skip on her step, while the breeze carried the light tune she's whistling. On the whim, I let her know the last thing I commit to memory before slipping inside my car and driving off. It sounds like a new beginning more than anything. Another reason to be optimistic. Alright, hold on. I'm just too curious to know. Alright? I'm just too curious to know. Do I still have time?
Okay.
Wow.
You don't need to worry about it.
I'll probably go back and read these stories, but oh, come on. Oh, no. Okay, so damn it.
Yeah, but you should... I should...
No, I mean, not right now.
Okay, now I'm really confused. One moment you're saying you've been in love with me since secondary, now you're telling me to shut up?
If you want to interpret it like that, alright.
Damn it. All right, I'll come back to that route. I'm sorry, guys. I just had to find out. Within 10 minutes, I'm driving out Luxborn, heading straight for the Azon village. In the distance, flash of lightning lights on the horizon, white and sharp against the black currents of the night. The thunder threatens with a rumble. Seconds later, echoing long across the sky. And with no last door, the sky opened in earnest. Now we're in deep shit. So, man, I had to branch out. I mean, I really had to branch out right now, right? Guess maybe I should cut the episode right here. Man, we've gone very far. Oh, damn. Alright, it's like we've gone to a dungeon or something. All these events can come up based on the choice we had before. There's a fork over here. Then going forward. Alright. Alright. I don't know what it is. It perhaps it's just within me not to like disappoint people or people that cares about you. That's what like tears me apart inside. It's like it's probably what I do these videos and these donation charity things going on. I just hate to disappoint. I don't know. Alright, but without all that being said, I'm gonna stop right here because this I still feel sorry. I don't know why. I just don't know why. Damn it. Alright. Okay, cool. Alright, I guess we're on Isabella's track, so no hard feelings, but let's just do it. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, guys. Thank you.